Garrett Wilson is a big positive. And I think a lot of people are now pointing a finger at Garrett Wilson. Is he even a number one receiver and questioning that? Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. He is a superstar, okay? Maybe not superstar. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'll say he's a star, okay? He's a star with superstar potential. The superstars of the world is a Jamar Chase, is a JJ, is a CeeDee Lamb, and then that's that tier. Garrett Wilson's right below that. All right. And I think he has the ability to get there with consistency at quarterback. But Garrett Wilson, man, he's somebody that you can absolutely allow him to be the focal point of this offense. He's right now 9th in the NFL in receiving yards. And I think that the problem with Garrett Wilson right now, it's not on him. It's about the offense. Where is the help? You see Tyrod Taylor drop back to pass, and he's looking around. If Garrett Wilson's not open, there's no one else to throw the ball to. And I think that's definitely an issue that the Jets have to figure out. You got Allen Lazard. Josh Reynolds is injured. Arian Smith has not been impactful whatsoever. Tyler Johnson had a big drop. The Jets brought in Isaiah Williams just to be the punt returner, and he has done nothing. He's the guy that replaced Xavier Gibson. And I feel like we definitely have a wide receiver depth issue. And we all thought that, hey, maybe Breece Hall could be the guy, or maybe there's a trade out there that we can go out there for, or I don't know, man. But I do think this. Garrett Wilson is good enough to be a wide receiver that he can be that number one piece that you can focus in on and just give him all the targets, give him all the yards. He has that high usage percentage because he can do everything. He can get open in space. He's one of the best wide receivers in football at getting open in one-on-one man coverage. That's something I love about him, planting his feet in the ground, getting open, reliable hands, making people miss in the open field. But the problem is, there's only so much you can do with that because defenses will game plan against that. Defenses will bracket Garrett Wilson. They will shut him down eventually, but not so fast because Garrett Wilson already has 2 touchdowns on the year. He's ninth in the NFL in receiving yards, and he's doing a lot of great things. Now, I think the matchup against the Miami Dolphins is going to favor him. I really do think that Garrett Wilson going up against a secondary like that is going to be really fun to watch because there's nobody in that secondary, man. You talk about Storm Duck isn't even healthy. Kader Kohu got injured. Like, I can't even tell you who's in that secondary outside of Minkah Fitzpatrick. And I don't know if that's just me not knowing anything about the Dolphins or they're just nobodies, a bunch of nobodies. Like, let's look it up real quick. We got to go up against, on the Miami Dolphins, Jack Jones, Storm Duck, who's injured, Rasul Douglas, who we know him, Dante Trader Jr., who is their nickelback corner. Like, dude, come on, man. These are guys that you have to be able to go out there and make some plays against, man. Like, Jack Jones, he was a former Patriot. I have confidence of Garrett Wilson matching up against that. And I feel like if the Jets did not have Garrett Wilson, we would be, like, absolutely screwed. Because Allen Lazard, he almost dropped that 4th down catch. Like, oh, my God. Can you imagine he dropped that? Oh, boy, Jets fans would have lost themselves. And that 4th and goal opportunity, man. So shout out to our guy, Garrett Wilson, because without him, I don't know where we would be. I really do not know where we would be, man. But if the question is who is the number 2 receiver behind Garrett Wilson, the answer is nobody as of now, but who can it be? And I'm still looking at Arian Smith, man. I'm not forgetting all the plays he made in training camp. I'm not forgetting about the upside of the speed, but the Jets are not giving him a chance yet. The Jets are not scheming some plays to get the Jets rookie wide receiver from Georgia opportunity. So I think the Jets, if you're Tanner Engstrand, you got to get him the ball. Don't just limit him to end arounds and, screen passes. Let's see Arian Smith run some vertical routes. Let's see him go down the field and make some plays. Let's get him on a crossing route. Get him the ball and let him have some, space to work with and turn on the Jets. Because I really do think that Arian Smith has something that this Jets offense has lacked for so long, and that's the trait of speed. That is something that's not coached. It's either you got the speed or you don't got the speed. So let me see Arian Smith go out there and make some plays. He is the only guy on this receiver room that I think has real chance to be the number 2 receiver next to Garrett Wilson. Tyler Johnson, he had a pivotal drop, man. You talk about Tyrod Taylor stepping in the pocket, throwing an absolute dime down the left sideline, over the middle of the field, hit him in the hands, dropped it. Can't have those drops. Drops happen in the NFL. Even the great ones make bad plays, but you got to catch that football. We know what Tyler Johnson is at this point. He's not going to change anything. He's a somewhat reliable guy. And with Josh Reynolds still out with the hamstring, now you got to rely on Lazard. Lazard had a good block on that play that we just talked about where Johnson dropped it, but he's someone that you just can't rely on, man. You can't rely on Allen Lazard. So the Jets definitely have an issue with the wide receiver position next to Garrett Wilson. But the good news is Garrett Wilson is that guy. He really is that guy. So who do you think needs to be that number 2 guy? Who do you want to see step up in that spot? Let me know in the comments, folks. Love to hear what you guys have to say. And don't forget to subscribe here to Jets Media. I really do appreciate you guys tuning into the content on the channel. I know that this season has not started off on the good side of things, and we even have a win yet. We're still starving for that first victory. We're all waiting for it, but it's going to come. It's going to come sooner than you think. I promise you that, man. I really do hope that this football team can get the job done. I'm expecting Garrett Wilson to have the best game of his season this Monday night against the Miami Dolphins. I genuinely believe that. You guys let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments, because I look at that Miami Dolphins secondary and it's nothing to be worried about. Give me Garrett Wilson going for $150 and a touchdown, and a breakout performance for Garrett Wilson. His first game, over 100 receiving yards. He is on pace to have a career high, by the way. If you look at Garrett Wilson's numbers in the first 3 games of the season, he is on pace to be hitting career high markers on every single metric so far. So that's really, really fun to see, man. Really, really fun to see. So shout out to Garrett Wilson. I'm excited to see what he is able to do. And I want to give a big shout out to Sleeper, the proud sponsor of Jets Media all throughout the season, folks. If you guys want to check out Sleeper, you guys can use my code JETS. You get a $100 deposit match up to $100 by using my code JETS. I really do appreciate it if you guys could do that by clicking the link at the top of the chat and signing up for Sleeper today by using my code. Terms and conditions apply, of course, so make sure you guys go check out that code. And signing up for Sleeper is a great way to do just that. Much love to Sleeper.